Happy Monday, everybody. Some things were on my mind, and I haven't gone live here in a while, and I wanted to just drop by and share them with you. Um, there's so much talk about the coronavirus, and of course, we have the flu every year. Thankfully, I have been blessed, knock on wood, to not get sick this year, and I pray that that remains the same. Um, but I wanted to kind of start there and then take you on a little bit of a journey about back to basics. So if you show up, give me a wave, let me know you're here. I would love to be able to say hi. Hi, Miss Vicky. So getting back to basics, when we start and we think about the coronavirus, well, let's wash our hands. That's the basics, right? We teach our kids that when they're itty bitty and they can barely climb up on a stool, or maybe we're just holding on to them, hanging them over the sink, having them wash their hands. So let's be wise. Let's not go nuts, but let's be wise. And, one of the things I did this morning was I just went and grabbed a couple of containers of Lysol wipes to use at the studio, just to keep everything nice and clean. Hey, Kevin. Um, but today, not just to talk about sickness and illness. Today we started a brand new program block at the studio, and it was awesome. It was actually only a total of 6 exercises if you included our Tabata, and it was back to basics. It was pure strength training, simple exercises, but I tell you what, we were working our tails off, and everybody was feeling it. By the time we got to the cool down, we were all shaking a little bit, and it was amazing. And the comment was made that we just love, hey mom, we just love getting back to basics sometimes and getting rid of the complicated exercises and just literally just pure strength, pure muscle, just getting to it. And it was awesome. It was a great day. And even though we had some small classes, I think some people were affected by the daylight savings time. We just got back to basics. And so along that same theme, I have one more thing that I just really want to touch on today, which is getting back to basics with food. Okay, so you've heard me talk a lot. If you've ever watched me, you've heard me talk a lot about reading labels. And it's not that I eat perfectly. I by no stretch do. I have never claimed to. You will find me working on this for the rest of my life. But I do read labels a lot. And this past week, I did something which I don't normally do. And I wanted to share with you that experience so that you can learn from it and hopefully apply it to your life in whatever capacity you need to. So I did something I don't normally do in that I used artificial sweeteners. So typically, if you know me, hi, Lindsay. I am very much about stevia. It is my favorite sweetener. I have used it for probably 7.5 or 8.5 years now. I absolutely love it. It took some getting used to for my family, but once they decided that they would give it a shot and they got over the original just switch from sugar, it really made a big difference for them. So this past week, though, a weekend ago, last Saturday, I made some cookies that were full of great ingredients, but I used erythritol as my sweetener. Hey, Amy. But I never use erythritol. I had it in my pantry, but I never cook with it. And then on top of that, a few days this past week, I indulged in coffee as usual, but I put a sugar-free sweetener in it. Okay, so whether it was a sugar-free chocolate or whatever. And I love chocolate. I eat dark chocolate all the time. But what I discovered was as the week went on, hey, Miss Paula, my stomach just got more and more unhappy with me. And it wasn't like I was in the bathroom all the time or anything, but it just hurt. And, this weekend, I really started focusing on not doing that. I switched back solely to my stevia. I didn't want to put anything else artificial or even that just my body just didn't seem to agree with into my body. And so I've switched back to my stevia. I do not feel bloated anymore. I feel great again. I don't feel like I've got a rock sewn into my belly, and it just hit me. It just really hit me that, you know what? My body did not like erythritol. My body does not like artificial sweeteners. Hey, Lori. And I need to stick with what I know. And stevia is what I know. I know it works well for me. And that's not the case with everybody, and that's okay. So my lesson in this is not to switch to stevia. If you want to, I can recommend some great brands I do love. I have used it, like I said, for a very long time. But my goal is not to get you to switch to stevia. Of course, if you choose to, that's totally fine with me. My goal is to get you to listen to your body. If you decide to take yourself off of something for a while because say you've been having some abdominal issues or something along the like, or you just feel a little off and you choose to just take something out of your diet, they call it elimination diets, to see how your body reacts without that, do it. I took myself off of gluten. I had a gluten test or a celiac blood test done. I'm not celiac, but you know what? I feel better when I don't eat it. So I've stopped eating it. Listen to your body. You don't know. No one can tell you necessarily how certain things are going to affect you, but you know yourself how things affect you. So if you binge on pizza and soda and chips and the next day you feel like junk, don't eat it. I mean, it's one thing to indulge when you just haven't had anything for a little while. It's why do I keep dark chocolate bars in my kitchen, because that's my sweet tooth. And if I don't have that there, then I'm a lot more likely to eat something that's really bad for me instead of 85% dark chocolate sweetened with stevia, or just 85% dark chocolate that's organic. So I'm just wanting to encourage you to listen to your body. How does it feel? The other thing was, when I was talking about our workout this morning, we have a set number of reps that we do with every exercise that we do, and we do what are called supersets. And a superset means very, very, very little rest. So we hit it really, really hard this morning with very few breaks, especially in between our sets of exercises where we were hitting certain muscle groups. And I kept telling them, and I do this all the time, that the number of reps we were doing was quite literally just a goal. It does not mean you have to or that you should. It means listen to your body. This is your goal. If you can get there, that's great. If you can't, that's great too. Write down what you did, make note of it, and the next time you come back to this, you're going to know where you were, how far you got, and what you're able to do again. So the end of this story is get back to basics. Okay, wash your hands, brush your teeth, listen to your body, do some amazing strength training today. But listen to what your body's telling you from food, listen to what your body's telling you when you work out. And if you need someone to help you, to guide you, you don't know what to do or where to start, you just feel completely helpless, please reach out. That's what I'm here for. It is my absolute joy to help people. I cannot tell you how much joy it brings me to have somebody reach out and just say, hey, can you help me? I don't know what I'm doing, because it really is what I'm passionate about. So with that, I'm going to bid you adieu. I'm going to drop the link below in the comments. It is calendly.com/studio boss, but I'll also drop the link below in the comments for you to book a call with me or to book a time to meet. But also, if you don't see anything on my schedule that will work, then by all means, just send me a private message and we will get on the phone and we will chat and we will make it happen, okay? So y'all have a blessed day. Listen to your body. Eat your veggies, as Kevin says below. And I will see you later.